Hello everybody, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today has been a pretty crazy day for crypto, but after the whole last month, I don't think anything can really top it. I mean, every day is kind of crazy and it's starting to become the new normal. Ripple wires 224 million XRP after locking 900 million back in escrow. Ripple blockchain Decacorn has been spotted transferring more than 224 million XRP over the past 15 hours, sending part of it from the company's distribution wallet. A lot of people were actually asking me over on Twitter about this whole situation as, it's a lot of money, and since there's a lot of people that are new, they don't really fully understand how this money or where it's really coming from and why Ripple is having so much or something like that. So there's one very important thing that you need to know. But before we get into that, make sure you enter our 100 XRP giveaway by pressing the like button, being subscribed, and commenting something down below. And we'll already give it away at 1,000 likes and not 1,500. And also my question of today is, what is your favorite crypto? Alright, so there is 1 billion XRP every single month that comes out of Ripple's escrow, as Ripple has like 50 billion or so XRP locked in escrow, of which 1 billion comes or becomes available every single month, which they are allowed to use for the XRP ecosystem. However, of course, they don't spend 1 billion XRP every single month, and thus they normally put in a huge sum of XRP back into escrow for, again, another couple of years most likely. And in this case here, they took out 100 million and they put back 900 million that was locked back in. But Nouriel Roubini, renowned Bitcoin critic Nouriel, also known as Dr. Doom, has taken to Twitter to bash Ripple and its product XRP in particular. Again, guys, don't think this is my opinion. I'm very, very positive, and I can most likely just debunk a lot of these opinions and theories. He stated that Ripple and its products have not had any use until now and will not in the future either, referring to XRP as totally useless and stating that Ripple has been printing a huge amount of it. In November, after Bitcoin experienced a Thanksgiving price drop, Roubini likened the flagship crypto to a rigged illegal casino. However, prior to that, he also admitted that Bitcoin could be a partial store of value. So this guy, I don't think he knows really what he wants. And this whole claim of Ripple or XRP being useless, if you really believe that, then this is not the video for you, because I can't really even grasp the idea of that. How can it be useless when it's one of the most useful things that's been built in the last decade? I don't really get that part, but everybody has their own opinion, and I'm personally gonna ignore his. So if you're wondering again why or where this 100 million is coming from that they have right now and what they're going to be spending it on, we don't officially know exactly what they're going to be spending it on. Here it says there were 3 more transfers, 14 million, 21 million, and the largest of 3, 150 million XRP sent by Ripple. 2 of those transfers were made from RippleWorks.org. RippleWorks.org is a non-profit organization that operates to help social ventures by supporting them with funding. On December 1st, the tech Decacorn Ripple unlocked 1 billion XRP, as it does every month, and 900 was put back in. But it's like we can't really say exactly what the 100 million XRP is being spent upon, because you'll see some transactions, but you, most of the time, unless it's a very known entity already that they're sending the money to, can't really figure that out. And that's a little bit annoying, but supposedly it's all for the XRP ecosystem, and that's not really the thing that most people were worried about. It was actually more so this part of McCaleb, or an XRP founder, selling. And a couple of guys commented as well that because Jed McCaleb is moving money, that we must be afraid or something like that. Well, let me give you guys a couple of details here about the situation. There are a lot of founders of XRP, right? Let's say there are 3, and then all 3 of them have a certain amount of XRP. Let's say they all have 5 billion XRP because they founded this project. And they also founded Ripple, by the way. One of them is Chris Larsen, one of that is Jed McCaleb, and one of them is another one that you do not need to know about for today. So the thing is, Jed McCaleb, who is now the founder of Stellar, he actually quit Ripple pretty early into the inception, or at the beginning. And because, of course, Chris Larsen and the whole Ripple knew that if he quit and he was going to sell everything, that would completely dump the price, they had an agreement. And again, Arthur Brito is also in this, by the way, which is the other co-founder. But again, I said it's not important for right now. And the agreement was that Jed McCallum can only sell such a number of XRP each day that it correlates to only, or that it's to the same as like 1% of the total volume of XRP that day, which is decided per week. And since XRP's volume has skyrocketed right now, Jed McCallum, can also increase his sales quite dramatically. Now, is this really bad? I'm going to say no, for two major reasons. One, he's a founder, and thus if he decides to sell, it's not really that bad because, well, I see it from a certain perspective as you are, you found your new company, like for example, Amazon, and after a couple of years after making it great, like right now, for example, Jeff Bezos, he sells a couple of $1 billion worth of Amazon every quarter. If you decide to sell pieces every day or something like that, it's your right, because you can have that much in net worth and you can have that much on paper. But if you never cash something out and you don't get paid for being the CEO or something like that, you don't really get any bonus or anything like that. You don't really get any dividends either, possibly. It could be very annoying, to not have any money liquid. So even then, as a co-founder, I don't really think it's strange that they sell some. And him selling 10 million XRP a day is not really much for where it's going to be going, right? 10 million is a lot of XRP, you may think, but it's on par with one whale, and in the bigger picture of things, it's not even that bad. And to comment on the situation of the other co-founder selling, or the executive chairman right now, Chris Larson, I don't really think he is selling his XRP for dollars at this point. I mean, he at one point was very, very close to the richest man on earth, and I think he kind of wants to keep it that way, because if he holds the amount of XRP that he does right now, when XRP hits $10, he'll be the richest person on earth, I think. $10, maybe not the richest, since Jeff Bezos actually took a huge hike and things are already going crazier. But let's say XRP went to $25, I think be the richest already. I just don't know how many XRPs he has personally. I think maybe he has 3-5 billion. I really can't honestly tell. I kind of forgot. I knew it before, but I've already kind of put it in a back corner. However, I think he wants to keep it that way. So even if he sells 10 million XRP here and there, who's going to blame him, right? He's still working on this project like no other, and he still holds more XRP than we ever will. So why does it matter? As long as they're not dumping, as long as they're not putting in, let's say, maybe 500 million orders at the time, so the price dumps like crazy. These small sales are annoying because, well, you can kind of say that it keeps the prices low, but I don't really know if that's the truth either. I don't know if small sales like this really keep the price low, because a huge pump, if that were to be allowed by, again, the whales, let's say it that way, I don't think 10 million in sales would hold it back too much. But yeah, I get your ideas though, but just follow my opinion. I'm just going to say it doesn't really matter too much, so again, don't worry. I don't think it matters. Oh wait, let me actually rephrase that. I think it matters for our everyday to-day price. I think the price could be doing a little bit better or could be trading a little bit higher had the sell pressure not been there. But it's there anyway, we can't really stop it. And I don't think XRP would have been $10 or something crazy by now if the sell pressure wasn't there. I think it may just keep the price, let's say, for example, 3 cents lower than it would have otherwise been all the time. You get me, guys? Just a little bit lower. XRP prepares for another leg up, bulls target $1. And that's another point. It hit $4 per coin XRP, or about $3.50 depending on the exchange, with the sell pressure being there. And another cool thing you need to know is a lot of these guys over at Ripple and a lot of whales, even at that point, did not sell everything, right? They could have also been like, you know what, we hit these crazy high prices, or we're hitting $1 plus, let's sell it all, because we have another couple of members who work at Ripple, and they've also said higher prices are good, but, it's not like XRP can go on infinitely. Theoretically speaking, if they really wanted to cash out and leave us in the dark and it's a scam and stuff like that, they would have definitely started to sell huge amounts ever since it got above $1, because you should consider that they got in at $0.00 $0.01 per XRP, and a lot of us got in at, like, for example, 20 cents or something like that. So they have got a very big part ahead of us. And yeah, I'm thinking now that they've decided to hold, they're most likely going to be holding for a long while because they're working with Ripple, and they know Ripple is building a lot of technology for XRP, and thus we're going to be going higher and higher and higher. But again, another part to consider in all of this is they have so much more XRP than we do. Don't you think as well that they, the guys over at Ripple, want XRP to succeed even way more than we do? I think about it. And that's why these $1 targets, they're nice, but it's just a start. If you asked me a couple of months ago, I would say $1 is already pretty far away, but we've already seen a move to 92 cents on Coinbase a couple of days ago. I don't think anything is crazy anymore. If we all of a sudden get a spike to $10, I'm not even going to say that that's crazy, because I'm already kind of expecting things like that to happen. Then rapper Lil Yachty announces Ethereum-based token Yachty Coin, what you need to know. This part is actually really quite interesting because it shows that there's a lot of interest in the, I don't know how to phrase it properly, like some layers of our society where eventually there's a lot of this tokenized economy that's going to pull through as well. And, you know, influencers like this who have millions of followers and who are popular for the youth and, you know, for people, I don't know what else I can say about that. I have what I'm trying to say in my head, but I don't know how to phrase it properly. I also want to say sort of poverty. I know that's not the best way to say it, but there's a lot of people who listen to this type of music who are also not, you know, financially literate. Let me say it that way. And, you know, for him to promote either coins like this or, you know, talk about coins like this, I hope that people don't buy in without looking into, and they're just going to buy because they trust him. I hope they don't do that. But I hope they go into crypto or read up about it because of people like this, right? Because I'm seeing this story here, and it makes me kind of think like it's just a quick little freaking dumb action for people to lose their money. Because look at this. For all my fans outside the US, I partnered with Fuse to make history. My lawyer is making me disclose that I'm being paid. If you want to buy access to me, Yachty Coin is coming soon. Only to Fuse app. And Fuse, or welcome to Fuse Lil Yachty. Rap superstar Lil Yachty joins the Fuse revolution, accelerating the future of social money. Big thrill to you, to have you on board, Lil Yachty. I personally think this is very dumb, alright? I would never put any single cent in this. Kind of looks like the Flare logo, by the way, but I never would put a single cent in all of this at all. But I do like the idea that possibly a lot of guys that are going to be looking crypto up from this. And a question you might ask is, well, if they are, you know, not financially literate, what's the chance of them having a lot of money to do this properly, right? Well, some will have a lot of money. That's not the case. But it's more so that we need adoption from all layers of society and all sorts of people. So this is really amazing then. He has 5 million followers, guys. So that's, again, pretty cool. Even though I think that this whole thing itself is a pretty dumb idea. I'm not going to invest my money into that at all. PayPal CEO calls on crypto industry to work hand in hand with regulators. As I just said, guys, all layers are going to be coming in. One thing we kind of forgot was that PayPal, since they entered crypto right now, they are also going to vouch for proper crypto regulation. We completely never mentioned that one. We always kept saying, you know, PayPal needs the regulation to list more coins, but it's also the other way around, where PayPal is going to bring more regulation because they're such a behemoth, and I think they have some authority. Right? I definitely think they have some authority, especially that so many people have been using PayPal, use PayPal, and PayPal wants to do it according to the books. Right? They want to do it properly, but if they can't be allowed to do that, it's very, very annoying for them, and they're going to do their best to make sure it's being done properly. I think Ripple is also trying this, of course, in the same things they are, but they have less control than PayPal does, I think. I mean, PayPal, of course, is on a way different level, and also PayPal is not really a crypto itself like XRP is, right? So vouching for all crypto or for crypto regulation on PayPal's end is a lot easier, but I kind of forgot to mention that PayPal just wants that. Another thing is AML. Part of the foundational capabilities are regulatory compliance, full understanding of security, risk management, and all of the financial controls, FinCEN controls, AML controls. Without that, you really have no way to assure that you should be in this arena. You must have those, which is a very, very true statement. And also, I think just PayPal wants to make sure this works better, so things will look even more beautiful for them. Another thing is you should consider is PayPal, Grayscale, and Square are buying a ton of crypto. Don't forget that. CEO of $7 trillion asset manager BlackRock, Larry Fink, says Bitcoin has a real impact on the US dollar. And one thing more, guys, PayPal is now indirectly also fighting for XRP to get proper regulation, because even though their vouch may be just for crypto regulation as a whole, to again, come in or at least get a proper framework, what they're also kind of claiming in that sense is also for all these cryptos to be ruled out better, or to be, you know, given a sort of a stance, at least, that the SEC just tells us what we're worth, or if it's allowed or if it's not allowed, and not this half-assed stuff, because then AML can't be drawn properly, and You guys get it, right? But they're vouching for XRP in that sense, which I also pretty much like. CEO of $7 trillion asset manager BlackRock, Larry Fink, says Bitcoin has a real impact on the US dollar. Bitcoin is a thin market given the big giant moves it records every day. But it can evolve into a global market, said the CEO of the world's largest asset manager. All right, his own words were, Bitcoin has caught the attention and the imagination of many people, still untested, pretty small market relative to other markets. And, he said a couple other things. It doesn't really matter that much. These big giant moves every day, it's a thin market. Can it evolve into a global market? Possibly, he concluded. What you need to know, according to me, or from me, my perspective, is he knows as well as we do that a lot of people will be buying Bitcoin purely to hedge against inflation or to counter the US dollar. Let's see here at the bottom. I think he noted it here as well. During the conversation, Fink also noted that having a digital currency has a real impact on the US dollar. It makes the US dollar less relevant, not for Americans, but international holders of dollar-based assets, he said. He further raised the question of digital currencies changing the need for the dollar as a reserve currency. In other words, are there other ways to efficiently transact overseas and here in the US? So he is saying that crypto is actually a threat to the US dollar. Kind of funny, because Brett Gonghouse said it's not, and he says it is. Who are you going to trust, right? But it's definitely interesting. So I'm going to keep that in the back of my head. But generally, guys, very, very bullish still. I'm very, very happy to be a holder. I'm still proud to do so, and I will update you guys every time I find something new. I also want to talk a little bit more about Flare later today. I don't know if I want to talk to you guys about how to claim it, because I kind of feel like if I do that and something ever goes wrong with Flare, I kind of feel responsible. So as of this point, I've never told people how to claim it because I don't want to support Flare personally. But a lot of you guys have been requesting it, and a lot of you guys have also said that, Flare could make us a lot of money, so better to cover it and just explain that it's always your own risk. So I might do that. I'm going to check it out, see what I can find, see what I can do. I will definitely be talking about the Coinbase situation a little bit later, though, so check that out, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.